I wonder who this mystery man is. Surely he's not important at all. And Black Lotus advances to the Ul Cup final. In another nail-biting clash, the first sword showed her class against an unknown opponent. However, Black Lotus kept up with her blow for blow and seemingly out of nowhere clinched victory with a magnificent parry. So sublime was the timing, it calls to mind the Sword of Nald. Couldn't be that guy. Now that you mention it, I can definitely see the resemblance. And with that sublime strike, our second Ul Cup finalist has been decided. Evan Aloran will take on the mysterious Black Lotus in a battle that promises to go down in Colosseum, nay, Ul'Dan, history. Please look forward to it. I know I will. Clearly, we've never met before. She lost? Mila lost? So much for the lauded first sword. What will we do? That Black Lotus could ruin everything. If he ends up winning the tournament, we'd be neck-deep in debt paying what's owed. Fret not, my friend. We already know Black Lotus's strings. As a matter of fact, we're pulling them as we speak. Truly? Do I not always say one can never have too many guarantees? Shady characters. Hey, let's talk to Franz the Fair in his shirtless glory. To think that one more beauteous than me should be found in Ishgard. Well, there is naught for it but to train harder and grow more beauteous. Clearly that's... That Black Lotus fellow, though, there was something familiar about him. A beauteous ferocity I swear I've seen before, but I cannot remember where. Hey, buddy. Mila is truly a complete fighter. She gave me a nary of flaw or opening to exploit. I can see why she's the guildmaster. Well, my little campaign may be over, but I take heart in the knowledge that yours continues. I shall pray for your victory. Thanks. Hey, Mila. From technique to sheer strength, that Black Lotus was a class above me in all aspects. What's more, he fought with a ferocious style that resembled... But never mind that. Dwelling on it won't change the result. I was bested in a fair contest, and I shall give credit where it's due. My only regret is that I could not meet you in the final, Evan. It falls to you now to bring pride to our guild's name. Oh, after the match, Black Lotus came and said he wished a word with you. The way he mentioned your name gave me the impression that he knew you, but then again, many people do. At any rate, I don't see any harm in obliging the man. If you can spare a moment, he asks that you come to the quicksand. I wonder who this could be. Where is he? You can threaten me all you like, but I ain't pulling out. It's poor form, see? Well, far be it for me to ruin your form, but there's a trivial matter I would bring to your attention. You bastard. Very trivial, yes. I'm sure you'll make the right decision. Hey, buddy. What's up? You were listening, huh? Don't worry, nothing I can't handle. Look, I know I asked you to come here, but something's come up. We'll have to do this another time. That's not suspicious at all. Well, did you meet Black Lotus? Nope. Postponed, you say? I wonder what he wanted. If nowhere else, you could always try chatting in the arena. 'Twould hardly be the first time folk got talkative in battle. I must say, though, the disappointment of elimination is swiftly giving way to anticipation. I look forward to seeing you clash with Black Lotus and, needless to say, come away with the win. Your pride demands nothing less, I know. It's time, Evan, the Ul Cup final. You have what it takes to win. Just fight as you always do, and the rest will follow. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my regret to inform you that Black Lotus has withdrawn from the match. In the absence of an opponent, the winner of the Ul Cup is Evan Aloran by default. Hey, you don't think those rumors could be true, do you? What, that Black Lotus is Aldous, the gladiator who was banished from the Colosseum? Seems a little far-fetched, but you never know with these things. In an unexpected turn of events, Black Lotus, the winner of the Nalt group, has withdrawn. I repeat, Black Lotus has withdrawn. 12 in a tangle, what in blazes is going on? We will relay further information as soon as more becomes available. Please bear with us. What is the meaning of this? Apologies, my lady. I'm as much in the dark as you are. 'Twas the tournament registrar who spoke with Black Lotus on the matter. Not even the organizers have the full grasp of the situation? It isn't uncommon for combatants to withdraw from a match, but when it does happen, more often than not, something illicit is afoot. While some might consider default to be the sweetest word, I know that you do not. Nay, an unearned victory such as this rings hollow and brings you no satisfaction. As such, I have a mind to delve into what will certainly prove to be some dark places. May I rely on your help? Good. To begin with, let's go and ask the tournament registrar about his conversation with Black Lotus. Whee! Yes, my lord, Black Lotus came and informed me that he no longer wished to fight. This happened shortly after you entered the anteroom. I assumed he would follow suit, but instead he declared his withdrawal. Stunned as I was, by the time I'd gathered my wits and thought to ask his reason, he had spun on his heels and left. He was headed in the direction of Pearl Lane, I believe. If you wish to speak with him, I suggest you take your search there. Yeah, I'm gonna ask him. Bitch, you owe me a fight. Way. Hey, buddy. What are you doing here? Well, I'd say it's time to come clean. Sharp as you are, you'd probably seen through the masquerade anyway. And it's Aldous, from the Gladiator quest line. Evan, it's good to see you again. As myself, at any rate. Let me guess, you demand to know why I abandoned you at the arena? I'll tell you that, and more besides, but this stays between us, understood? Since we took care of business with Leovold and I left Ul'dah, I've been roaming the land like a proper vagabond. In the course of which I helped a child in need. You've already met the little scamp. I came upon him one day, all on his lonesome, and his face caked in dirt, a war orphan, like so many out there. Upon learning what I did for a living, he decided that he must learn swordplay and begged me teach him. Wouldn't take no for an answer, the stubborn bugger, and he's been following me around ever since. Now, those that came to me with threats, they mistook the boy for my own and took him hostage and demanded that I pull out of the tournament. If it were just my own head, I wouldn't think twice about risking it, but I won't gamble with someone else's life. The boy may not be my flesh and blood, but he's in danger on my account, and here we are. What can I say? In spite of myself, I've taken to the rascal. I knew it was you, from the moment we fought. Milla, my dear, you're as ravishing as ever. Spare me. All this time and you couldn't bestir yourself to send a single godsdamned letter. Easy on the anger now. 'Twould be a right shame to line that beautiful face with wrinkles. Such a smarmy bastard. That's neither here nor there. Now tell me why you've returned. As hasty as ever, too, I see. If you must know, rumors had reached me of a free paladin named Evan Aloran whose skills were beyond compare. Precisely how far beyond compare his skills had become, I simply had to see. Nay, test for myself. So I made my way back to Ul'dah. When I arrived, I learned that the prestigious Ul Cup had been revived. If Evan enters, I'd get my wish. If he doesn't, I'd just have to settle for winning the tournament and resuming my wanderings. With a little help from an old friend, I acquired an invitation and found myself a suitably menacing full-face helm. Being something of a pariah, it wouldn't do to be seen, you see. If you went through all that for the sake of fighting Evan, why did you withdraw? Simply put, to make way for money. Not mine, mind you, but someone else's. As you know, a tournament of this scale sees stupendous sums of coin moved, and there are some who'd stop at nothing to ensure it moves their way. Well, it turns out that Black Lotus was standing between an especially unscrupulous crew and their fortune. So they took my boy and threatened his life. Boy? Aye, well, that's a rather embarrassing tale. Let's save it for after I'm a few tankards in. Someone wants you to win, Evan, at all costs. While I do not disagree with their choice of champion, their methods don't sit well with me. But I'm afraid the rest will have to wait. The danger hasn't passed. Though I did as I was told, they haven't kept their part of the bargain. I mean to mount a rescue, and for this I could use your help. I knew I could count on you. First of all, we must track down these match-fixing, child-abducting villains. I know, right, Drake? Like, excuse you. I fight gods for a living. For the sake of haste, let's split up and investigate. If you could ask after the shady sorts in these parts, I'll see to the nearby areas. Also, I love the whole thing with Aldous and Milla is so funny to me because it's clear, like, are they ex-lovers? Is it just an unrequited thing? Who knows, but they have something going on. So to do this and throw in the thing with the child, like, oh my god. A child? When the hells did he... So now she thinks the kid is his. Because of course she does. Like, after the nonsense that was the Paladin questline, this is genuinely delightful. Shady sorts taking wagers on the Yule Cup? Haven't seen any myself, but safe to say they're out there. It is Ul'dah, after all. What? You here to laugh at me? No. Well, there's plenty around here hoping to strike it rich quick. Don't know any bookmakers myself. Don't have the coin for that, but someone's bound to. Gambling? Match fixing? What are you talking about? That's definitely... that makes you sound guilty, buddy. Kidnapping? Oh, gods, I never imagined they'd go that... Oh, me and my big mouth. Alright, I'll tell you what I know. Least I can do to clear my conscience. This black market bookmaker, he has no established base, the better to avoid the authorities. But right now he has a lackey near the gate of Thal. Say to the fellow the words, doubt the truth, and he'll tell you where to go. Now leave me be, and you didn't hear any of this from me. Of course not. Oh, I can just do this. Oh my god, look at this person's glam. So cute. I love it. Anyway, sorry, got distracted. What are you gopping at? Piss off. Oh, I have to hit say. Mm-hmm. Doubt the truth. Oh, a customer. Collecting, are you? Then it's over by the Sultan Tree. Just so you know, might be a bit noisy. My mate's there, babysitting at the moment. Buddy. Okay, I can just go out this gate, right? Yeah, what do you want? Your clothes, your boots, and your chocobo, or the child. It would be fun to be... Anyway, the child. One of Aldis's? Get him! Yeah, that's what I thought. Hey, kid. The child is unharmed? Uncle Aldi, I'm so sorry. If only I was stronger. That's nothing a little training won't fix. By the way, have you thanked Evan yet? Oh, right. Thanks for saving me, Evan. At first I thought you were one of the crooks, but you're a really nice person. Oh, and you're really strong as well. I'm going to train hard so I can be strong too and look after myself. Allow me to thank you also, my friend. And lest you wonder, I haven't been idle either. I managed to find solid evidence implicating the ex-sellsword Odd, our friend whom you saw me having a chat with. The brass blades have been alerted to his shenanigans, and he'll trouble us no more. Wait, did the boy just call you Uncle? Aye, well, I'm a little too far gone to be his playmate. What of it? Wait a minute. Don't tell me you assumed he was... you know... That certainly explains your black mood. To prevent further misunderstanding, he isn't mine. I chanced to help him and we became fast friends, is all. Well, it's not like I cared or anything. It's just, given how long you were gone, I wouldn't have been surprised, is all. It takes longer than that to grow him this big. This is nothing to laugh about. But it is. At any rate, all's well that ends well. It's just a pity the dream match between Evan could not be. Don't be so quick to give up. You've evidence that you were being threatened, have you not? I believe there's a good chance we can still make it happen. The Ul Cup generated such excitement as the Colosseum has not seen in generations. The organizers would have to be hopeless fools to forgo the chance to crown it off with a grand finale. I'll lodge a formal petition as my capacity as Guildmaster. The match will take place, just you watch. That's my Milla, brilliant as you are beautiful. The first sword's always as good as her word, my friend. Our match is a guaranteed thing. When we finally meet in the arena, let's hold nothing back. And no hard feelings if I win, yes? I'll go and entrust the young one to the care of the brass blades. Pray come and see me at the guild afterwards. Should I teleport? Nah, but I don't care. Oh, whoops. Yes. No. Okay. Hi, Milla. My thanks, Evan. With your help, we were not only able to save Aldis's boy, we may yet spare the tournament an unceremonious end. All that remains is to convince the organizers to host the final. Knowing them, though, it won't require much convincing. On the subject of the boy, I would thank you to keep my little misunderstanding to yourself. Now then, I must be about my business. Until such time as the match is confirmed, take what rest you can. You'll need it. It's official, Evan. The Colosseum has agreed to host the Ul Cup final anew. In the interest of maintaining excitement, things are already in motion. And lest you wonder, Odd has been apprehended by the brass blades and cannot hinder the proceedings. Aldous has been informed and makes ready even as we speak, and you should likewise see to your own preparations. When all is in order, the tournament registrar will escort you through to the arena. Suffice it to say, I shall be cheering you on from the viewing gallery. Good luck, Evan, and give Aldous a kiss for me, with the rim of your shield. I enjoy them so much. They are so dumb. This is it, my lord. No more sudden changes of plan. Are you ready to proceed? Yeah. Yes, I love how this is so much more engaging than anything in either A Realm Reborn or Heavensward. Like, before things got dumb in the Heavensward Paladin quest, they were still boring. And this is actually fun. Ladies and gentlemen, finally at long last, the moment you've been waiting for is here, the Ul Cup Final. Before this starts, I want to know something. Is it true Black Lotus is actually Aldous, the Sword of Nald? What? Black Lotus, I must ask you to remove your helm. Balls, it's really him. What'll happen now? Nothing'll happen, that's what. Once expelled, a gladiator may not fight in the Colosseum again. There'll be no match. Aye, that's right. All this time it was me. I'm the last person who needs to be reminded of my own banishment. If you wish to call off the final, then so be it. I'll not argue. Nonetheless, I ask you this. Will you not let Evan and I fight? We promise to give you a match that the bards shall long sing of. Oh, come on. One of the greatest swordsmen of our age is about to cross swords with a fabled hero, and you even have to think about it? Everyone here must be aching to see them fight. Is this not so? If there's any indication of dishonest conduct, I shall take his head myself. But give them a chance, I say. Remember the incredible performances they've given us thus far, and imagine how much finer it will be. The first sword speaks true. This is a once-in-a-lifetime event. 'Twould be a crying shame to have it end like this. Aye, listen to Milo. I came here for a final, and I want one, damn it. Me too. I've watched Aldous since I was a lad, and I want to watch him fight again. Let it happen. Rules be damned. You have no objections, Evan? I must confess that I too have awaited the match with bated breath. There will be time enough afterwards to revisit past misdeeds. There you have it, Aldous. You have the blessing of all present. Don't ever change, Milla. Come, Evan, your opponent is the Sword of Nald. All right. See if I can just... Oh, I do have that, didn't I? Whoops. Ow. Level synced and I actually have to, like, occasionally think about what I'm doing. Not much, mind you. The greatest swordsman in the realm is me. I would say it probably has more to do with the expanding number of classes, but, like, yeah. It's a lot easier on them to not have to come up with engaging, unique storylines for every single class. A magnificent performance from start to finish. Such exquisite blade work I have seldom beheld. Now then, perchance you have heard that the champion would be awarded a rare tome, one which holds the secret techniques of the first captain of the Sultan Sworn. Papashan, if you would be so kind. Ahem, if I might speak plain, your grace. The tome does not exist. Why we had to have this twist, I don't know. Well, well, I see what you did there, Master Papashan. You've revived not only Sultan Sisigan's tournament, but his vision as well. Seems a history lesson is in order. During his reign, Sultan Sasigan ul Sisigan invited swordsmen of all lands to Ul'dah to fight with his own elite in tournaments. In time, such tournaments came to attract sellswords, giving rise to a national institution, the grand diversion that is the Colosseum. While that was a defining development for Ul'dah, historians believe that in bringing together expert swordsmen, the Sultan's true intent was to advance the gladiatorial arts. But when the balance of power shifted away from the royalists, the royal house lost access to the enormous funds needed to host grand tournaments. The revival of the Ul Cup, the promise of a non-existent prize, all of it was in emulation of Sultan Sasigan's vision. You're most perceptive, Aldous. The true purpose in bringing together the highest names in swordplay was to raise the gladiatorial arts higher, as the Sultan once did. And though we walk in his footsteps, our destination lies a little farther, for it is my hope that not only Ul'dah, but Eorzea as a whole is strengthened. From the Garlean menace to the beast tribes and their primals, the realm is faced with numerous threats. If we are to protect our homes and loved ones, we must keep our blades sharp and our shields strong. Forgive me, your grace. Had you known there was neither tome nor technique, I feared you would not consent to the tournament. You should have consulted me first. As it stands, we must needs find another means of rewarding our champion. My dear Evan, speak unto me your desire. I shall do mine utmost to bestow it. Now, my options are a pardon for Aldous or nothing. It would make me laugh to say nothing, but... A noble request befitting your kind-hearted self. Ere I grant it, however, there is one thing I would know. I am given to understand you were sentenced to exile for being party to bribery. Is this true? It is, your grace. I see. Very well, then. I, Nanamo Ulnamo, Sultana of Ul'dah, do hereby absolve you of all crimes. Our fair nation has need of men of your strength and skill now more than ever. 'Twould be unconscionable to cast you aside. And to the champion, Evan, I offer my joyous congratulations. Your victory this day shall long remain in our hearts and minds. Though the tournament has come to a close, I pray that all of you shall ever strive to raise your art higher, for the good of all the realm. I do wish that they added more of the, like, stinger quests like they did at 80. 'Cause I miss my friends. You're even stronger than Uncle Aldi. If I'm gonna challenge you one day, I'm gonna have to train extra hard. To think that such a motive existed for the tournament, we gladiators too must endeavor to do our part for the greater good of the realm. How are you enjoying Monk, Gus? Here, my dear. Ah, but the things one must do to arrange a simple match with Evan. Judging by how quickly you've improved in my short time away, had we fought but a few days earlier, I like to think it would have come out on top. So, I'm good to return to the Colosseum? You have Her Grace's personal endorsement. I'd say that's about as good as one can get. And as a finalist in the Yule Cup, you would draw decent crowds. We'd be glad to have you back. Huh, I never dreamed this day would come. Well, I suppose I'll resume my wanderings. What? You're given a royal pardon and you're leaving Gul'da again? Mila, you watched Devin and I fight. For all my training during my travels, all the hardships I subjected myself to, I was no match for him. 'Tis plain I still want for experience, for knowledge and skill. I won't be at peace until I gain it. Surely you understand this. Yes, but... Worry not, Mila. I'll visit when I can. After all, there's a filly back home who whinnies incessantly after me. And you, my free paladin friend, not only did you oblige me with a match, you rescued my boy and defended my honor besides. For that, I cannot thank you enough. I learned much and more from our encounter, and I should be glad if you got something out of it also. Keenly do I look forward to our next meeting, when we can simply square off with no complicating factors to distract us. I think this whole thing with Aldous and everybody just enjoying fighting with me is especially funny in Stormblood, where we have Xenos. And then I will do the level 81. Although I'm going to take a quick break first, because I realize, oops, I have not done so yet. But yeah, like I said, the Paladin ones got so dumb and so bizarre that they just went back to the Gladiator quest line. And it was a delight! The Stormblood quests are genuinely fun, because they completely ignore everything they did